I would like to invite on stage somebody we would like and to request her to honor Miss Irani. She's such an achiever in her own right. Where did we lose? To my left, Sudha Murty. The amazing legend herself, Sudha Murty, a philanthropist, a storyteller, and now a parliamentarian. And she's going to be our next speaker, but I thought that in this sort of, where else would you get a stage where you had Karan Johar, Smriti Irani, and Sudha Murty together? I think we just need to get Karan into politics as well, and then everything would be perfect. And ma'am, may I request you to do the honors and present Miss Irani with our Changemaker Award. Can we have a big, big, big round of applause? Big, louder, louder. Would you like to say something? I know your session is next, but about women in public space, about Smriti ji.
Of course,
yes.
She's the woman with courage. She's a great fighter and fantastic actress. I want to tell one thing about Karan. Though you were asking rapid fire, I was thinking, which is the most memorable song in Bollywood? Suraj hua madhyam chand dalne. It's a fantastic bowl. Very beautiful bowl.
Thank you, ma'am. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. I'm sure Shah Rukh Khan will also be very happy to see that.
And of course, Kajol will be happy.
Yes, of course.
Well, we are going to take a 10 to 15 minute break, and Sudha Murty, the amazing Sudha Murty, is the next speaker. Before we let them off stage, a wonderful, loud round of applause for all our wonderful speakers. Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for your patience. I apologize to anybody who couldn't get in, who had a bit of a struggle to get in. We have had more than a house full. So it's a problem of plenty. And I apologize. Thank you, Anilji. I apologize to anybody who had a bit of difficulty getting in. We were trying to give everybody a spot. Thank you so much for showing us so much love and so much support and so much interest in We the Women. Welcome back, everybody. How are we doing this evening? So let's start on a happy note, because we've had a happy day. So let's have like a round of applause just for ourselves. Right? My next guest is a woman of so many parts that I sometimes wonder, is there anything that Sudha Murty cannot do? She is today a member of India's parliament, but she's a prolific best-selling author. I'm not sure how many of you know that her 10,000 rupees was the first investment in Infosys. She was the first female engineer to be hired at Tata. She's a philanthropist. She's an incredible human being. She wears her wealth and her achievement very lightly, even when she has been the mother-in-law to the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So she has a special London connection. Please put your hands together to welcome Sudha Murty on stage. We can give her a rousing welcome. Let's give her a big applause, because she's been waiting a long time to meet all of you, and I have tested her patience, so apologies for that, ma'am. So many people here to meet you, so we had to take a little bit of time to get everybody in. Can I request you to take the mic, ma'am? Yes. So, Sudha, ma'am, what is it that Sudha Murty can't do? I have lost count of the number of things you have done. Engineer, philanthropist, storyteller, parliamentarian, I'm losing count.
Many things I can't do.
Like?
I can't cook very well. That is the reason my husband has maintained his weight.
Does he cook?
He's better than me.
Okay. What else can't you do?
Well, I can't swim because I grew up in an area where there was a water scarcity. So I never learned swimming. And when my children were young, they wanted anything from me. They said, "Amma, you get in." When they said, "Okay, I'll get you into the swimming pool. That is the best way to scare me." I'm not good in. I'm not. I'm scared of swimming. Because
Even now?
Because I'm not used to that much water. Okay.
Tell everybody about why you sent J.R.D. Tata a postcard accusing him of discrimination and how you ended up being the first female engineer. It's a story about you that some of us know, but not everybody knows. First female engineer at Tata's, and this is after writing a letter to J.R.D. Tata.
I think it's on the website of Tata. Everybody knows.
But you
it.
tell us, no.
Okay. From the horse's mouth.
Yes.
I was young and I was academically very good. I have written an article, actually, how to beat boys. Because I joined engineering college, I was the only girl in the university. And boys wouldn't talk to me. It was way back in 1968, and I come from a small family known as a Brahmin Madhva family. We are very a small community where women can become either teachers or college professors, sometimes doctors, not more than that. So it's a great difficulty. I did my engineering, and it was in the year 1974, in the month of April, I suppose. I saw an advertisement in Indian Institute of Science, which is popularly known as the Tata Institute.
We have some of your old pictures up, by the way, on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, that is when I was young. Once upon a time. I saw an advertisement on the notice board saying that Tata's require TELCO. TELCO, Tata company, requires young, bright engineers with a very good salary, stipend, etc., hardworking, etc. they gave. And at the end, they wrote, lady students need not apply. It is like, when you have a cigarette pack, it is written there, this is a great cigarette, but at the end, injurious to health in a small way. I was very upset because I was young. I get upset if somebody says girls cannot do.
Yes.
I said, why women cannot do? What is that women cannot do? What women can do, men cannot do, according to me.
Yes.
Like women can deliver children. Women can deliver children, men cannot. I said, okay, let me write a letter to them saying that they are wrong. I used to see J.R.D. Tata once in a year, who used to come to Indian Institute of Science for the Jamshedji's birthday, 15th of March. And from a distance I used to see, because I'm a small town girl. I'm not from a big town, not from Bombay, Delhi. I came from a small town known as Hubli, with hardly 2 lakhs population. In that time, it was 1 lakh population. I used to see from a distance, and I always felt how handsome he is. He had blue eyes, and he had a French mother, actually.
Yeah.
Very handsome. And no courage to go and talk to him, because he was the company's head. So I thought, let me write a letter to J.R.D. Tata, because it is something wrong.
Yeah.
And why there's a gender discrimination. So I took a postcard. In those days, you used to get a postcard for 5 paise. Now 5 paise are not even there. I wrote, Mr. J.R.D. Tata, I was surprised that there's a discrimination of gender in your company. Tata company is ahead of time. And your company established iron and steel, locomotive, Tata Salt, and many other things. If somebody else would have done this one, that I understand, but not you. And please remember, in a society where women are 50%, and you say women need not apply, that means you are not harnessing, you are not unleashed the potential of 50% of the population, and how such country can progress. Okay? And I signed, my maiden name was Kulkarni, Sudha Kulkarni. I signed, and I did not know his address. I was so innocent and simple. I said, what is his address? I don't know. Mr. J.R.D. Tata. And which company wrote this one? TELCO company. TELCO Bombay. That's all I posted. It was the entirely wrong address. The real address was it was not even a J.R.D. Tata. The chairman of the company was Mr. S. Mulgaonkar. S. Mulgaonkar, chairman, TELCO, 24 Homi Modi Street, Tamarind Lane, Fort Bombay 1. This is the correct address. I just posted. But it is Tata, The postman went and gave that letter to J.R.D. Tata. He read that and he was very upset. He called all the people, who were in HRD. Did you advertise like that? They said, yes, we did that. Why did you do that? They said, sir, we have to have a training of that person in Jamshedpur, Bihar. And there is no lady other than Indira Gandhi who inaugurated the Jamshedpur plant. For 1 hour, she came and inaugurated. How can we have a girl who doesn't, where she can stay, how she can work in shift? So we have done. He said, no, you call her for an interview, you test her technically, and if she is not good, then we will talk about it. Actually, I wrote one step to him, one line to him. There's always a 10,000 li journey.
Yeah.
But there's always one step to start. It is Huenat Sangh who wrote in 629 AD that there's always one step to start new things. So he said, the girl has written this. Whosoever that girl, call for an interview and then we will see. Then they called me for an interview. In those days, in ladies' hostel, there was no phone because they used to think girls will talk to boys. Okay? Otherwise also they will talk, they never knew. So we used to get a telegram that Kulkarni should come and attend the interview. And thus I attended the interview. All my hostel mates said, we'll give you 30 rupees each. You get a sari in Pune, they're very good. So go and get some 7-8 saris. I go there and then I saw the interview panel. I was the only girl who was interviewed. I had a very good technical interview and I passed out. And then he said, Kulkarni, why we don't want to take girl? These are the following reasons. I said, one or other day you should start. You cannot give reasons. You make a girls' hostel or you make a special arrangement for a girl until many girls will come. But this is not the reason. Then they said, fine, we'll let you know. But what happens to a girl when she gets a job and we give her a training for 2 years and she gets married, our training will be a waste. I said, wait a minute. You train a boy for 2 years and he gets under 500 rupees more somewhere else, he will leave and go. So you cannot say that one. And they said, you are selected. I came back. I got admission in America to do my PhD. And I told my father when I got down and told him, from a train, he came to meet me. He said, Dad, I wrote J.R.D. Tata a letter. They called me for an interview. All these stories. I thought my father will appreciate. He said, you don't have brain. He told me first thing. How can you write a person like J.R.D. Tata a postcard? You have to do in a band lifafa. Second thing, he told me, are you going to take up this job? I said, no, I'm not taking this job. I'm going to US. He said, I'm really disappointed. They had their policies. They made their offer. You talk to them, you should take it's not fair. They have given you a chance to make it fair and you will run away. He said, I'm so sure I will give in writing if you go to America. You'll do your PhD. You'll meet somebody there. You'll marry and you won't come back. And then why did you talk this? I always brought up my children, what they talk, they have to walk. You have not done that. And however, decision is yours. It took 2 days for me that I should go to America or take up this job, yes or no. Today they say, I want my space. And I said, I want my time to think. I took 2 days' time. Then with tears in my eyes, I tore the admission letter of US. And I joined Tata's because I asked them why you should not. And when they gave me a chance, I should work like any other person. I never showed my card, I'm a female, I cannot do. No, I always worked like any other person, except when I was carrying Akshata. That time I told, sir, I want the meeting in the ground floor. Other than that, I never showed my saying that, I'm a female, I can't do. No.
Did you, it's an extraordinary story, but did you feel bad that you could not go to America?
Well, when I was young, once upon a time, I was young, I felt I should have done. Once I went to US first time in 1979, I saw MIT and I said, what a great place. I should have done this one. For a few hours, I felt bad. But, later I realized it is not the institute or anything. It is you can make the change. You are the person, you are responsible for your life. Atma hi atmano bandhur, atma hi ripu atmana. That's what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. Who is your best friend? You yourself. Who is your worst enemy? You yourself. So ultimately, if I want to do anything in life, I am responsible and I will make it.
Your 10,000 rupees that you earned as a Tata engineer, making history as the first woman engineer to be employed, is what you give to Narayan Murthy and his friends as they want to start a company called Infosys. Did they ever thank you enough for those 10,000 rupees?
Well, actually, you asked me what I'm not good at it. I'm not good at as an economist. I'm not good in, investing money and all. I'm really not good at it. I know how to spend, but not how to invest. That's the last thing I do in my life because I don't have inclination for that. So Mr. Murthy told me, he said one day, he told me, he's very smart. He told me, my grandfather was a history teacher. So we always grew up with history. He said, when there was the industrialization in India, that time we did not get the benefit of it. Today, the software is going to be the next, next thing which is going to change India's future. Look at the past. If you want to be legally, ethically rich, this is the one way you can do this, start a software company. I said, the words look great, you can start. But he said, I want money. I said, I don't have that kind of money. He said, whatever you have, you at least give me that money and I will start my company. I thought of it. I didn't say immediately yes. I thought of it. Women think more than men, Actually, men think they are smarter than men in this room. They should excuse me. Women are smarter than men. I always notice. Because nature makes her smart. She is a mother. She is a mother-in-law. She is a daughter-in-law. She is a daughter. She is a sister. She has so many human relations. And she has to manage all. And that makes her very smart. When I got married, my mother told me a word, Without your husband's knowledge, in a middle-class family, that is taught. In your life, without your husband's knowledge, save some money. Keep it separate. And husband should never know about it. And this money should not be used for ornaments or silk saris or anything. It is for emergency. Okay, 911, that kind. Okay?
911.
When and otherwise you should not talk about it at all. I thought about it. I said, what Murthy is asking? Some money. And what he is asking, not for any other thing. It is not that he is wasting money, buying something. He wants to start a company. And it looks nice, but I'm not sure the company will take off or not. But it is better to be in life, better to, think regret is worse than trying new things. I said, in case I don't give, then he may not start. If he doesn't start, throughout his life, he will have regret. I wish I could have done. I said, let him not regret. It is a kind of adventure he's starting. And it was Thursday morning at 7 o'clock. I said, I had 10,250 rupees. And
you still remember this so many years later?
Yeah, I gave only 10,000 rupees.
What did you do with the other 200 rupees?
250, I kept it. By the time my daughter Akshata was born, I said, in case there's any medical emergency, anything, let me have 250 rupees. That's the way how a finance person should look after the family. Then I told Murthy, look, you have good experience. It is like a circus, from one wing of the circus or one end of the circus, you jump to the other end. But there is always a safety net because that is in your mind. I'll be your safety net and take this 10,000 rupees. I gave. But I'm the best investor probably in the world because I got it maybe how many times, I don't know, you people know in the press, I got it that much money back.
Amazing story. Now, Mr. Murthy started a big national debate with his belief that when you want to build something, you have to work very hard. Sometimes you have to work 70 hours a week or more. How many hours a week do you work?
Well, Murthy worked maybe 90 hours or 100 hours a week. I don't even know. And now I definitely work more than 90 hours a week.
More than 90 hours?
A week at this age also. Because I have a lot of commitment. And one of them is like, in Parliament, I study the questions. I make research and then I will ask questions. Then I also write, you know. And for writing also I do research. Plus I have my own constituency. I have to go and sit with them and find out. And I have to travel to villages. I work very hard.
And what would you say to younger people today who say they say to me also, you people are just obsessed with your work, you don't have any other life. What would you say to them when they say that?
Actually, there is no shortcut to success. Please remember, you have to work very hard. You should have resilience. And still you can manage looking after the family. I have done that one. Like Murthy used to work 90 hours or 100 hours. He used to travel 200 days, 220 days in a year for many years. We never had a holiday in 20 years of our marriage at that time. After that, once we went to Greece or something because I love history. After that, we hardly gone in 47, 48 years.
You've been on one holiday?
Only one. That is also on a study holiday. Like I wanted to see Greece, Murthy wanted to sleep. Okay. But by and large, no. But I don't have regret. See, we come from a middle class family. We don't have any connection, nor money, nothing of that. When you want to build a world-class company like Infosys, we don't have a magic wand of Cinderella. So how you can do? You can do only with hard work. And that a wife should understand. My husband is working 18 hours, 16 hours a day. And I should look after the family. I was the mother and father for my both children. Murthy came only for the convocation. But I used to go for a PTA meeting, talk with the teachers, how they do well, they don't do well. Yes, it is your duty because your husband is doing a great tapas for a betterment of your family.
But what if it's the other way around?
Behind every successful woman, there's an understanding man. Because now I work like that. I'm just not there. Either I'm in a constituency or 4 months in Delhi, or I'll be writing something, and Murthy does the same thing. He always supports me. When I became member of the parliament, I asked Mr. Murthy, he's 4 years older to me. You are 79. My sister is with me. She's 77. I'm the youngest, 75. Okay? Baby in the family. Okay? I said, you two are old. Do you agree if I go to Delhi and stay 4 months in a year and constituency I have to look after, I have to work hard if you agree? Murthy said a very beautiful sentence. For sake of our country, many people have become shaheed. Bhagat Singh gave his life, he was 23 or 22.
Yeah.
When our country, we got independence with a great price. And God is kind to us. There are flights from Delhi to Bangalore.
Yeah.
Of course, there's roadblocks in Bangalore, all those things are there. But there are flights are there.
Yeah.
You can come weekend and remaining life of yours, you should be dedicated to the country. So we will stand behind you. If you have understanding in marriage, you can do work-life balance. If you have understanding in marriage, it is not number of hours you spend with your wife or husband. You may and quality time you should have. You may get a lot of time with your husband and you may fight with him. It is better you have good understanding of your husband's work and he should understand his wife's priority. Then it is possible both of you can achieve.
Did you give your children, Akshata and Rohan, equal freedom and equal opportunity, or did you bring them up differently?
Equal, because my father brought us equal. Poor my father, he was a doctor and a professor. When I joined engineering college, there was no girl in the whole university. That's the reason they said number one, girls will not come. Even though the girl comes, the courses are so tough. And they used to talk like this, can you ever imagine a girl becoming engineer in 1968? So they never built a toilet for a girl.
Yeah.
Because they said it's a waste of money.
Yeah.
And my father sends me to engineering college because I say I want to do engineering. And in India, what you get free is advice. Everybody came and said, Dr. Saab, your middle daughter does not have bheja, or no, this portion is vacant. She's a teenager. She says she wants to do engineering. Can you ever think a girl doing engineering? No. Like anytime, do you know a man can give birth to a baby? No. Similarly, a girl cannot become engineer. That's the way how people used to think. And don't believe her and send her to engineering college. She may run away with a boy. They never knew there was Narayan Murthy across the river. I will marry him after 7-8 years. Yeah. So they always felt a girl will not complete. She will fail. And your 3 daughters, the middle one is doing like this. Other 2 girls will not get married because nobody will marry. Such thoughts were there. And my father said, no, my daughter is doing legally, ethically right thing. And I will support. So my father always believed all children, 3 daughters and a son, all are equal. Same way I consider Rohan and Akshata, both are equal.
Amazing. And when your daughter became the wife of a man who became the Prime Minister of this country, did you worry for Akshata that, suddenly life will change, much more public scrutiny? You know how it happens. Everybody will have an opinion. And as a mother, you must have felt protective. And was that an odd feeling to be the sort of United Kingdom's mom-in-law?
No. See, I always felt the positions come and positions go. He is always my dear son-in-law, like a son to me. I dedicated one book to Rishi, my new son.
Oh.
Okay? So, it doesn't matter. Positions are not related to relationship. Second thing, I told Akshata, life will change and it is going to be harsh. You should believe in yourself and let people talk anything, you should not bother. It is hard because you are young. But I have learned in my life, let anybody talk anything to me, I will not bother as long as legally, ethically it is right.
Yeah.
Okay? People will always talk. In foundation, when I don't give money, okay, they said, look at that lady. Many people have talked. Narayana Murthy's wife is not bright, but because her husband has money, she signs a check. So she has become famous. People talk like that. I don't care. If you give money, they said, Sudha Murty, you are so good. That also I don't care. Both are wrong. I do it because if the cause is good, I will give money. Let people talk whatever they want. And I will not live on people's opinion. I have never lived on people's opinion. Today you may say good, tomorrow you may say bad.
Correct.
What I am inside, that I am the same person. I know my defects. I know my strength. Why should I give my happiness in your hand and take it back and say, oh, Barkha told me I'm good, so I'm good. No.
Yes.
Well, if I'm good inside. If I'm bad inside, and I want to reduce my bad qualities.
That's amazing, and I think it's the most brilliant advice to people. Just answer to yourself. Don't take both praise and criticism lightly. I have a last question to you. Has money changed you?
In some ways, people have changed with me. For example, everybody's expectation has gone up. For example, in my life, it has not affected me. Ghar ohi, angan ohi for me. I eat the same food. And actually, I become a lot more conscious not to spend money on other things. Same money, I can give it as a scholarship to a child. That way, I think. But people's relation has changed with respect to money, with respect to me. If I go to any wedding, what gift I give, it is very important. She's so rich, she's giving us such a simple, I give good books actually. They say, what? Yeah, she gives books. She should have given some gold thing, some silver thing, nothing. Not even a chain,
So people have changed, Sudha Murty has not.
I have not changed. Because I really believe certain amount of, I'm not Jesus Christ, I'm not Bhagwan Buddha, I'm not Mahatma Gandhi. We do require money in life.
Yes.
How much you require depends on you.
Yes.
For somebody, 1 crore is enough. For somebody, 10 crore is not enough. So my expectation in life is very low. So I have met my expectation. So the rest of the money, I always feel it should go in the service of the people, of the society of my country.
Amazing. Can we please give a big round of applause to the amazing, that's a standing ovation there for Sudha Murty, which is amazing. And this festival is all about extraordinary men and women acknowledging other extraordinary men and women. So I could think of nobody better to honor Sudha Murty than our next extraordinary guest. We are celebrating changemakers today. And may I please welcome on stage the incomparable, indomitable, unconquerable Kareena Kapoor. Come on, show us some love, guys. So I want to request Kareena to please honor Sudha Murty with our Changemaker Award. Oh. And I want to ask you, because you're a big movie buff, anything you want to say to Kareena?
Well, I've seen almost all her movies, but I like Jab We Met. It's very nice. Chandani Bar also is very good. Many, almost all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Big round of applause for Sudha Murty.